Hey there, this is Dave. This is a 1998 Honda Accord V6, and as most of you know, they have real problems with the transmissions, especially in terms of the fact that they're not adequately cooled. So this is a kind of more robust install for an aftermarket transmission fluid cooler. This is the B&M Supercooler model, and as you can see, I've taken, sorry about the shakiness for the camera work, but taken the brackets supplied and cut them appropriately and bent them so that we can solid mount it to both the bumper, as you can see up above here. We've got the only two holes I had to drill were these two holes into the bumper, and you're going to have to use a hard carbide tipped or carbide drill bit to do that. That bumper metal is, the steel is much harder than you think it is. But and then we used hole points that were actually already on the frame of the car in two places, and this is stainless steel hardware that I used to put everything on here. You know, there's going to get a lot of salt spray in the winter here. And this is the other point that I used right there, also on the frame. But yeah, you can see it's now, there's no way you can move it or shake it. It's essentially more like a structural piece of the car now. And to route the hoses, what I did, let's see if we can get some light in there, is you can see they both come, and this is the intake that goes into the cooler, the hot ATF, and on the other side that is the exit. Sorry about the shakiness again, I'm doing this by myself. So this is the exit on what would be the driver's side of the car if you're in the US car. And you could see those went through areas in the frame of the car that were already there. So we were able to put those through. I don't know if you can see, but those got wrapped with, let's see if we can get a picture of that. You spiral cut a length of tubing hose and wrap it around there as you put them through the frame, because there are no grommets on the frame. Those hoses rubbing against the sides will eventually cut, and then you'll end up with cut hoses. But you can see I put in the aftermarket magnifying transmission cooler. A point of contention or debate among people, or well, misunderstanding, is what actually is the outflow and the inflow to the transmission. This one up here is a hot fluid that gets pushed out of the transmission to the coolers. The torque converter develops pressure in there, and that's what pushes it through. This one is the return hose, and it's the black. So black is return, goes to the back of the transmission, drops on the pinion gear. And I don't know if you can see clearly how those hoses go through there, but the one that's closest to the radiator lower hose, that is the input into the radiator cooler, and the one furthest away, again, it's the black hose, that's the one that is the outflow, which is going to go into your aftermarket B&M cooler. So that's essentially how it's done. Hope that helps.